long song. Let me open the stream with an apology to Metro 2033. So, you might have noticed on that stream that at some point the audio just completely like cut out and then my entire computer froze, right? I was playing COD earlier and a similar thing happened. And I mean just like 10 minutes ago, so I'm going in raw today. And I'm going to try and, normally I looked it up on Google, I couldn't find any issues about it, so you and me, chat, we're going to diagnose this ourselves. The game will be, is it the SSD or is it the RAM? So what happened? Well, I was playing, it was going fine. And then I'm like, oh, that texture's not loading in. And then all the medals didn't have an image. And then, you know, like it wasn't loading in stuff. And I'm like, well, that's either the SSD, because it is a bit of an old one, I've had it for a while, or the RAM. But the thing is, the whole computer is still, it's still going, but it can't do anything. Like it just, my computer was taken hostage thing must have been to do with that. So now I'm like, well, maybe later today I'll run one of those fucking memory test things and see what that's about. I don't know what it is, because the thing is, look, both Call of Duty and Metro, they're both installed on the same SSD. So it could be the SSD, or it could be the RAM, or it could be a secret third thing that I don't know what it would be, but I don't know if we got any, as Blanchard would say, eggheads. But what do you think? What would that be to you? I guess you'd have to diagnose it one by one. If that is the case, I hope shit isn't expensive. It probably is, because that shit always be going up. But I don't know. I want to say it's the SSD. Krasdirt, I'm going solo. You already know the drill. You know, you're so eager. I gotta go camo grinding, okay? Until camo grind is complete, I'm going solo. Oh, I mean, how long do I have left? Quite a lot, but I just don't like fucking around and, like, you know, forcing people out of the match when I want to finish up and shit like that, you know. Ah, point blank. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. That other one is so easy, who even cares? Thinking graphics card. Why would it be graphics? Not got to do with anything. That's a bit random, isn't it? I don't see how it's the graphics, because it seems to be more that it's not loading assets of the game, which would be, sure, that would be SSD or RAM. I don't actually see any artifact or anything like that, so. Oh, it's Sacred Virus. Oh. Ooh. Something in your PC is like, well, thanks a lot, fucking Einstein, you stupid bitch. I'm trying to fucking diagnose that. Fuck you. Honestly, you're just full of shit. I do a permanent ban on that guy. Never see them again. But Sacred Virus, on the other hand, well, that's a splendid little addition to the team there, you know? Could be something overheating, like a GPU. Why do you think that, though? I mean, maybe I could probably just de-dust it if I could find my hair. That'd be a start. I probably haven't done that in a while. I don't know. Would that be an overheat issue? Because that's not what I thought at all. I thought it was a RAM thing, because sounds like it dies and sort of restarts. I don't know if I agree with that, though. Don't you think there would be more of a fucking explosion of an issue if that was the case? I mean, we were streaming the other day, and the stream was still running and all that, and my computer was still running, and everything was still running. It's just that the game suddenly locked up, and it wasn't loading audio, or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know, I'm just saying, it's a pretty big accusation to make that, oh, it could be a graphics card. I'm like, well, you better have some evidence. You know? Yeah, I'm going solo. It could happen, is all I'm saying. It could happen while we stream again, so. Best start would be to just look at metrics like temps. Fucking. But I don't understand. Exactly, why would the fucking graphics card overheat on Metro 2033? Objection, motherfucker. This isn't. I don't understand how the diagnosis that I had in my head is completely different from what you guys are saying. What do you mean? It'll be a drive issue if it's only affecting your game installed. That's what I'm fucking saying. But Mr. fucking graphics card over here, how would that be the graphics card? if it's not loading assets from a drive that I assume the game is, trying to pull from. Oh, why you oughta look? If it happens on stream, he can, he can diagnose it with me. It might, but it might not. You never know. I feel like I'm doing like a live Reddit thread here. I found one person who had an issue, the same issue as me, and there was no replies apart from a Reddit bot. We can load assets, but it can't render them. No, how the fuck would that make any sense? There's literally not showing what is meant to be there. What do you mean render? It's just a fucking texture, I don't know about that one, Chief. I think it's more likely the SSD, because this shit is old as fuck, and the amount of shit that I've been putting it through seems likely, but personally, I don't think it's the graphics card. And you gotta fucking understand when it comes to diagnosing an issue like this, my lovely chat room. One thing would be cheaper to replace than the other. I'm not gonna fucking jump to get another graphics card, considering this wasn't even my graphics card; it was a gift from Kilgore, believe it or not. Crystal disk info. I could do that. Well, obviously, I should probably do that now, but I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck. We got a stream, baby, innit?
Another one in the plus column.
Point blank. What a dumb challenge for an LMG, but I don't get it. To me, it's having an issue like loading new assets, which means maybe the drive itself is just fucked. And it's trying to pull from that drive, and then it's like, well, the drive is like, we don't have those assets. You can't load those assets, bro. Can't make it, dude. Door stuck. As for jumping to... I'm kind of confused. I don't understand why multiple people were like, oh, that's the graphics card. Oh. Believe me, I've had graphics card issues, and I've never seen an issue like that to be related to the graphics card. If shit goes wrong, you start seeing crazy shit going on, And you usually get a blue screen or a restart or something. But in this case, everything's running as is. It just... The one thing that I don't understand, that maybe you can educate me on here. Also, Datri, why are you tired? Don't worry. Cheer up. Look, I'll make a funny noise for you. Like that one. Like the 70 months. Yeah, like, I don't know. It just seems like maybe it's the drive, but I guess we'll have to... I mean, what I want to do is maybe diagnose the RAM and then diagnose the drive, if I can do that. Yeah, the weird thing is, like, I could still use the computer, but then say I would open Google. The page will never load. So, what do you think that is? Because that's what makes me think maybe it's a RAM thing, but like it just will never load. It's like something locks up. Again, that doesn't seem like a graphics thing to me. This is the debate today, by the way. We get to the bottom of this before it happens on the game, and you can understand. But the main thing is, I just found it funny that the thing that I blamed on Metro was not actually on Metro. Now, again, that might not be necessarily a RAM thing. It might just be like the RAM is busy trying to, it's like stuck on a task, which is trying to load these assets that aren't getting pulled off of the SSD. Because, shit's not working. P06 seems like works with no issue, so you don't think it'd be a GPU issue. It has to be a driver issue or compatibility issue with newer software. What the fuck, though? Like, how does that make any sense? I don't understand. Usually I get backseated to high fucking heaven and everyone's got a fucking answer for everything, but no one's got an answer here. Everyone's like, oh, it could be everything. Gotta do overheat test, Brett. I run this shit on like DLSS, like low settings. I'd be very surprised if it was overheating. And again, a valid point was made. How the fuck could Metro overheat a graphics card? There's no fucking way, unless like the fan is genuinely not spinning. I can tell you that it is. I can fucking hear the damn thing. RAM issue. Google would say, oops. I mean, I guess I could switch drive. I do have other SSDs installed. Albeit not as big as the main one that I've got. Yeah, I don't know, but we should start taking bets here. I think it's the SSD. I feel like the way that it happens and the whole computer just freezing up. It's like, I don't know, like part of the machine is not doing what the computer expects it to do, so everything just fucking comes to a complete halt. If I had a RAM issue, you feel it across the whole PC. What would I feel though? Like, what would I actually, like, what would I notice? I mean, I agree. Like, I think I would be able to tell you if something else was up. I'm not sure unless you're in the computer's guts. No, what do you mean by that though? What do you mean? What am I gonna do? Fuck it? I'm gonna fuck the computer to know what's wrong with it. What are you saying to me? This is the worst tech support I've ever received. Oh, I mean, how can I know what's wrong by looking at a piece of hardware? Got a RAM issue, feel like this game wouldn't work. I'm leaning towards SSD, and I hope it is the SSD, because look, will I be able to afford it? No. But I mean, I could always do the old, oh, please, chat, I need my streaming. But also, obviously, I could just, you know, not use it for a bit. Put on a different drive. But also, like, Black Friday's coming up. I could probably get a better deal then, right? Drive dying. And, like, are we in agreement that it would be the drive that the game is installed on? Because, yeah, it could equally be a different drive, but I don't know how that would relate to having an issue loading assets, right? I mean, maybe I'll just do that. Let's see if we can find some kind of diagnosis tool for the SSD, and then if it comes up shitty. Is Black Ops 6 running the SSD right now? Yes! Chat member! Is my mic not coming through, or am I just easy to ignore? I thought I had a big, loud, bolsterous British voice, and I'm still not getting the message across. The point we're making is that the same issue that I had on Metro 2033 just happened with this game. And what I'm going to communicate what happened. So, when you get those medals at the top, right? When I was playing before, the medals stopped loading. And I would walk up to a wall, and the texture wouldn't be the full version of the texture. So, I'm leaning towards SSD issue. Wasn't paying attention at the start. Yeah, but you were busy saying you're gonna beat me up some fucking reason. What the fuck is wrong with you? Asshole. You think I didn't read that message? Fucking streams. Oh, I'm gonna beat up streamer. What the fuck is wrong with you? You better not fucking miss, I'll tell you. Gotta make it clean. Boom! One slab. Off the fucking planet. Use the vendor tool to check it. Oh, like, oh God, I don't even know what it is. Like a SanDisk or some shit. But yeah, so I am running on dodgy, potentially dodgy shit right now. Like,
I'll see how it goes.
I kind of hope it happens on the stream, but if it does, I'll have to restart my computer. Because I don't know what it looks like when an SSD completely like shits itself, right? But like, it's starting to maybe make sense to me because say that I try and, you know, stop a program from running on the SSD, and it won't do it. Like, it will stay open. Because if you remember, it said some shit about you don't have the permissions or some shit, right? And that really confused the fuck out of me. I've never seen that in my entire life. But I'm guessing because it's trying to write some kind of data to that drive when I close it. Like, I don't know, maybe like a crash log or something. And then it just doesn't do it, because I don't know. How much are SSDs going for these days? I mean, they have those shits out in, like, cereal boxes, don't they? Like, I don't have an SSD failure once. Yeah, but that was the drive that actually had the computer installed on, I think. To my knowledge, all the data that I want to actually keep is on a different drive. This SSD is basically just games, I think. And you know, I did. No, I think we're on something here, because don't you remember how I was saying, like, why does every game I have just seem to stutter now? Like, I'll be playing Fortnite, and I'll just have a horrible stutter. And I've been having audio issues in this game. Are we getting closer to the truth? Now, I understand that I'm being a bit of a bitch about this, because, look, you know, I sit down, I give you two options, either the RAM or the SSD. And then chat's like, it's your graphics card. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it's my graphics card? How is it my graphics card? Do you understand what a graphics card like would look like going wrong? It's not just that you don't load medals in Call of Duty, mate. Like, and not to mention that when I went for exfil, and then it tried to load the menu, it couldn't do it. All right, so we're saying it's the SSD, right? How much do SSDs go for, chat? How much are we looking at? What are the damages here? Bro, I just like desperately got out of like a fucking shit situation of having no money. And now you're telling me that I gotta spend money? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We live in a society. We live in a fucking society, chat. I'm not having this. Absolutely fucking not. 1 terabyte SSD is like 40 quid.
Concussion grenade out.
Oh boy. Okay, well I want one that you plug in. I don't give a fuck about M2. You know what I do with SSDs? I pick them up, I lick them for flavor, and then I just like have it loose in my computer because I don't give a fuck. It's flash memory, I don't give a fuck, it's fine. Jostle it doesn't matter. Now what I guess happened is that this game, with its infinite wisdom of having streaming all the time for your textures, has given it a head start into failure. I mean, I don't need a terabyte drive. I'll have to look it up later. SATA SSD is pretty cheap now. Well, okay, so are we going to agree that that's the case? Because I don't know what else it could be. Because I've never had a computer issue when it comes to RAM be this cooperative. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen the entire operating system being able to be used while the RAM is not working. Or if your graphics card is dead. I've never seen a game just politely continue, you know? You'll sell me an SSD for 30,000. Hotline, where the fuck is my money? Alright, don't even come here acting with your jokes. You know, we all know what we're waiting for here. This game is an SSD killer. I mean, not necessarily just this game, just any game that relies on, you know, constantly streaming stuff in. But yeah, I mean, like, I've had this issue before and then it didn't happen for like the rest of the night, so that's why I just turned the computer back on. Okay, so I guess that'll be the plan for later today. I guess I'll have to see about an SSD. Well, I mean, hey, on that bombshell, hey chat, if you want to support the if you want to help out streamer, hey, just a little donation button there. Wow, is that right, chat? Donation, Ko-fi, whatever the fuck. Wow. That just seems like really convenient when, like, I'm about to have to make a purchase of some kind. That seems really... That's a crazy coincidence, isn't it? Before you do anything with the SSD, did I at least check it through some diagnosis? Mate, again, you're not quite listening, are you, Chief? I had this issue like 10 minutes before the stream, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever it is, I do it big. We're going live, you know? We do it live. So... if it happens, it happens. It might not, but it also might.
Had me sweating for a second.
Why is the gun made of beans? Because I'm playing as a British operator. What else do you need to know? It's a GPMG. It's fun. It's got really good hip fire for some reason. Double points. Double points. Well, I don't know. When is Black Friday? Because someone told me it was this Friday, and I'm like, I'm pretty fucking sure it isn't, but maybe I'm also not sure at all, and it is, you know. Could be possible. By the way, I'm going to oh, hold on. That looks wrong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it happening? Is it happening? Oh, it's happening. It's happening. This is what I'm saying. Stuff's not gonna... Look at the medals. Blanchard isn't talking. Blanchard isn't talking. So look, this is the issue, right? That everything goes just fine. And then, like, it stops loading assets. So now you're getting a live demonstration. And as you can see, chat, that the game runs and, like, the audio and shit is fine, and then... And it put me to round one, yeah. So I'm on round one, Except it's the reason it's round 1 is that it can't load the number, like the next number. So what are we saying now, chat? SSD? Because to me, it looks like SSD. Is there a game I can test on my hard drive? Well, if I, moved it, then yeah. Pain is gone. So let me find a demonstration here. That's definitely an SSD thing. Well, there you go. Like, there you go. Now, okay, yeah, stuff isn't loading. This is a crazy issue, right? And the thing is, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to chat and I'm streaming, and it's all going swell. So that's why when you told me that, oh, it looks like a graphics card issue, I'm like, are you serious? Forgive me for saying it's a GPU. No, I'm not going to forgive you because you didn't fucking listen to the description of the issue. You just completely flew off the fucking handle. I mean, you got to make me stressed out because, obviously a difference between an SSD and a fucking graphics card is quite a big deal. Looks like your SSD start dying. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, King. I'm like, haha, guys. Hey, I got a donation link, guys. It's going to be fine, right? Like, okay, what is this leveled up? My GPMG is invisible. Look, it's an SSD. Like, who's surprised that these things die? Like, really? That's kind of like what they do. We're going to see how far we can go before it, like, completely shits the bed. Because, what usually will cook it is when you try and go for exfil, I mean, I guess I could maybe just. The thing is, I'm gonna have to restart my computer either way, and also like, well, if this SSD is like fucked, which it clearly is, I'm not so sure that's gonna be very cooperative with moving it from this drive to another drive. I mean, look at that. The fucking zombie textures are turning into shit. It's just fucking crazy. The round change just isn't there. Been a while since you caught a stream. Well, welcome to the issue stream. I mean, I could keep going till the next exfil, but I'm gonna have to restart my computer because nothing cooperates at this point. I mean, I don't know what the plan would be. Maybe like try and move this game to another SSD, but it's gonna take ages, right? Like, it's not gonna be very good. So yeah, so here you go. Well, this is very convenient. But as soon as I start the stream, I have the issue. My perks are gone as well, like bruh. Now we're getting these point blank kills come hell or high water, mate. More things are getting worse. They're just straight up disappearing. Oh, do you want me to just keep going and see what happens? Because the end game here is going to be that I just have to, end the stream and then restart my computer. So it's the decay. Hey, no, I'm still getting that double XP. Like if I blue screen, then cool. That's good content. But I hope this at least is alleviating the theory that it's my fucking graphics card or it's whatever the fuck. Because it's going by pretty comfortably. I'm not having any issue. I'm just kind of doing my thing. Taking my time. I'm going until my OS won't boot. Well, again, because you're not listening, which seems to be your quality for this chat. It's a drive that is just for games. It's not going to affect my ability to boot into my computer because it has no bearing on that. Again, maybe if you could listen, maybe get a new pair of headphones. Or maybe I should just turn my mic. Oh, kaboom! Kaboom! Boom! If an SSD shit itself, it's not going to be good for the next few streams. It wouldn't affect them. It would probably, I'd have to, do extra work. Like, I would have to just move the games that I want to play to a different drive, but... Welcome to Call of Duty Destruction. Nah, mate, I'm onto it. Cut you some slack. You're asking not to pay attention. I'm not going to cut you any slack because through your ignorance, making my job a lot more annoying because I've got to keep babysitting you and telling you, like, what we'll do. Wait, whose stream is this? MarioInATopHat. Oh my god, what's wrong? If the GPU was dying, you see a lot more rainbow textures, correct. Let's look at the abomination. Right, so this texture is completely gone. This abomination is looking real fucking abominable. He looking a little bit low poly, I ain't gonna lie, but he kinda cool though, he kinda chill. This shit like Mario like throws into a fucking mine. In Mario 64, what the fuck going on? Now that point blank kill though, that point blank? Oh yeah. That's where the money is. Alright. Back to PlayStation 1. Alright. Blanchard is just like, I have no mouth and I must scream right now. Now we're taking care of business. This is kind of fun. This is a new gimmick for a stream. I'm gonna just basically see how far I can take this because look, I know what I'm gonna have to do when I restart my computer, right? Install into a different drive. Okay, Blanchard is just now he's just a monolith. This is kind of cool. This is badass. That gobblegum though, what did I get? I'm kind of scared that it might like blow your eardrums out, but you gotta be prepared for that, okay? Strike team, I don't feel so. Oh no. SSD. I'm only gonna stop. I will stop playing the game when I somehow make enough money to get the SSD. So we'll be doing this for a while, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's in a way, I'm kind of glad that it happened because I couldn't communicate to anyone what it was. Marks. But now you're getting a live fucking like autopsy here, you know. It's definitely the SSD because there's no other reason that the entire computer would be running just fine if it wasn't. Then again, I will, you know, I will diagnose it before I jump the gun. And I do have, you know, I've got other drives I can install this game on. It's just, you know what I mean when it comes to, I don't think I can politely request this game from this drive. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to move. I think it's just going to die when I try and do that, but yeah, I mean, I'll be playing with music, streaming on Spotify. Points! And then that would be playing fine. What is... Is the drive, like, catching up? I wonder if you could just, like, play the game so long that it eventually works. Now, the funny thing is, because my internet is working, it's still tracking all my progress. Like, it's still doing that. Don't worry about that. That's fine. So... I say we're getting that point blank kill. I don't give a fuck. Blanchard. Oh. That feels so good. Chat, what are you talking about? My computer's fine. It's fine. This is new Blanchard lore. I kind of like it. Anyway, look at the GPMG. Kind of slaps. But no, yeah, my web phishing was even having issues, wasn't it? Like that big ass like stutter that one time. No good. You think it's weird it's able to load a portion of the sound files? I don't. The reason that it's loading those sound files is that it already has them cached because for a time the drive was working. And it's only playing the ones that I've already played. Marks. Web phishing, but because the server's populated. I don't know. It could be either. It could be either. Oh! R.I.P. R.I.P. Good. God rest your soul, Call of Duty. Uh-oh, we hit him with a burp. Alright, well, that's that. We got pretty far. Right, well, what's going to happen now is that... I won't be able to turn my computer off. I have to forcefully turn it off. I won't... I don't know what to do. I would like to start streaming again, but it's like... I don't know what I will do when I come back, you know? Should we just figure it out? I'll figure it out. Maybe I could just try and, you know, download the game, or I could try and move it onto a different drive. Maybe. There's something scary about these sounds that are playing. scared. All right, well, let's well, I'm gonna end the stream here because what's gonna happen next will not be fun. For example, will my task manager even open? Like this just completely like self-locks my entire computer. Oh wait, did task manager actually open? What's happened? Oh, they're coming for me.